Okay, in this video we're going to talk about how to set up and configure real quick a local backup. Trust me, it's not that hard. I'll walk you right through it. You want to have a local backup for a couple of reasons. One, the more backups the better. And two, if you've got to restore a bunch of data, 5, 10, 20, 100 gig of stuff over the internet, that's going to be slow and it's going to take a bit of time. So having a local backup is going to be a big time saver for you. Where the two differ, the online backup is going to be a perfect solution if your computer is stolen or if your building has a fire or flood or something of that nature. The local backup is going to be a second backup, and it's also going to be a lot quicker backup. The one thing you're going to need though to do a local backup is some kind of local destination. Typically this is going to be something like a USB hard drive. You can pick these up at Best Buy, Walmart, Office Max for 100, 200 bucks max, I would think, depending on the price and the size. Anything you buy new is going to be okay. Once you get that unpacked and you plug it into your computer, you want to boot your machine and then double click on My Computer or Computer depending on the OS and find what drive letter the new external hard drive was assigned. In my case it was assigned to E drive. Next thing you want to do is open that up and go in here. We're going to create a new folder, or we're going to call that new folder the BlueSky local. Reason being, if I give this a meaningful name and I come back in 6 months and I see it, then I'm going to know that that's my BlueSky local backup. So it's just to keep us informed of what's up. That's all there is to that. Now you want to go into the backup client by double clicking on the icon on the desktop or going by Start, All Programs, and go to Backup. Once this little guy is open, we want to click on the Backup tab because we want to do a new backup job, and click on the little sheet here for New. Now we're going to give the backup name, again we're going to stick with the same thing and call it our BlueSky local, just to make it easier for us. And we're going to go through here and pick the data that we want to back up. Now you're not limited by how much data you back up. So you could go in and we're going to pick our important data, conveniently enough named, but we're going to also go in and maybe we wanted to pick the documents and settings and the user information. So you can be pretty liberal with what you back up. You want to pay attention and be smart about it. You don't want to back up things like your Windows directory or the entire C drive or your recycle bin. But it's your hard drive. You can back up whatever you like to it. And the next thing, once you've picked the files that you want to back up, is to decide where to back up to, and you do that by clicking on the Backup To button. And now we're going to go find that external hard drive that we just plugged in, expand that up, and the folder that we just created, and then click on OK. Clicking on the little floppy drive here will save that job, and again you want to give it a name that you can remember, and we're going to call it the BlueSky local. Click on Save. Almost done here. The next thing you want to do is schedule that job. When do you want it to run? By default it's going to come up with a one time, and you're probably going to want to change that to daily, and then go in and set a time that's going to be convenient for you, maybe at lunch or after hours. The next step is to make sure that you have the credentials correct. Now these are the user ID and password that you enter when you log into the computer. You can see here I don't use a password on this particular machine. I leave that empty, click on Check Credentials, and I get the green access granted icon. Click on OK. We're almost done. Verify that the schedule went okay. You should see two now. One is going to be your online job. The next is going to be the local job that you just created. You can see here what time they're going to run. If they're going to run at the same time, that's not a big deal. They'll run one after the other. One thing to keep in mind is we cannot monitor the local backup like we do the online backup. If you miss a local backup, we really don't have a way to tell that happens, so you're going to want to check that out. And one quick and easy way to check that out is to look on the Logs tab. Okay, you can see here I don't have a log for my local backup job because it hasn't run yet. That's going to run tonight. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and close this out, let the program run, and come right back. Okay, my local backup has run, and like I said, you don't have to keep that window open. You can close that client out. My backup is run. I come in here the next day to check that out. Open up the BlueSky client, click on Logs. Sometimes you'll have to resort the date. That's kind of a bug, but you should see under job name your local job. You should see a green arrow. If you have any errors or if you have any questions on that, feel free to give us a call. But that's what it should look like the day after it backs up. Do be sure to check this on a regular basis to make sure everything is working okay. Another way to verify it is to go back into my computer, find that external hard drive that you were saving the backup to, open up that folder, and you should see your My Media, which is the actual backup of the data in question. If you have any questions on how to do this, how to set up email notifications so you get an email if the job fails, things like that, that we won't cover in this video, feel free to give us a call. We're more than happy to help. Appreciate you watching today. Let us know if you need anything. Bye-bye.